Arashimasu, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Try from Japan, the video series where we look at all things Japanese, and apologies for the very dodgy angle today, but I am going to be doing an unboxing video and it is very difficult to try and get a decent angle on this one where you can see me and what's inside and the box. It's going to be as unedited as I can make it. It is the height of spring here, a very warm day in the United Kingdom, and my hay fever is playing up a little bit, so if I do need to stop at any point because my voice goes or I need to pop out of the room, then I will do. I have a trusty glass of water on hand to try and refresh the palate. And yes, this mystery box is sold to me as anime or animated Laserdiscs from Japan, so I have no idea really what's in this box. Hopefully I will be able to identify some of the titles by having a look at them, and my limited anime knowledge hopefully will come into play. And like the previous mystery box that I did full of Japanese Laserdiscs, which you can find in the channel videos, I have attached to this video research and clips from whatever particular series it may be connected to, or whatever particular film it may be, so we can all have a little bit of information and insight into those things that I was unaware of, or you might be unaware of. You may be able to identify all of these and I may not be able to identify any of them. I don't actually know how many discs are in this box. I believe there is more than 30. I'm hoping there is more than 30. The weight of it certainly and the size of it certainly suggests that there are more than 30 in there. So this might be a long one. I may cut it into two parts for everyone to comfortably view this. But let's get started. Enough rabbiting on. So let's cut the seal on this. Hopefully none of these are damaged. The box doesn't look damaged, but hopefully the seller has put in enough padding and support in the box to hold them in place. Again, apologies about the angle. This unfortunately is the best I can do with the limited space that I have, and I want to try and keep the box and everything in view as much as I can. Okay. Oh, okay, so there is some decent padding in here, so the first part of this video is going to be me taking all the padding out of this box before we can even see what's inside it. So lots of polystyrene strips, which are always fun to try and get rid of. Okay. I say lots of, I mean lots of. We've got some more sort of eggshell packaging. Some folded cardboard. Going to take up all the space on the table just with all the packaging within it. It's the danger, you see, of doing this fresh without even touching the box. You've got to take everything out of the box before you can even make a start. Okay, so the seller has piled them up like that, which I know isn't the best way to store a Laserdisc, so hopefully they're not too damaged with the weight of each other on top. There is a lot in there. I'll try and angle it slightly so you can see. As you can see, they're all laid in there like that, so hopefully, as I said, no damage has been caused by them lying on each other. I'm just going to throw the packaging on the floor for now. Right, so I think you probably all saw the first disc that was in there when I showed you a preview of what's in the box. Okay, so this is the first disc that is in there. And so I do actually know this character. This is Unico. So this is potentially the first. So it was a manga that was turned into an anime, and then eventually, as most anime series do, they receive either an OVA, so original video animation, or they receive a movie based upon it. So I'm guessing that this is the first Unico movie, potentially. So the animator of this, his most famous work is probably Astro Boy, if anyone has heard of Astro Boy. So it's released by Sanrio Films, who, again, their most popular property is probably Hello Kitty. So, okay, what do we have? Anything inside? No, so there's no insert on this one. That is the front of the disc, and then flipping it over, we've got a couple of screenshots, a description about the disc, and then on all the Japanese ones they tend to have the cast list, so this will be the voice cast in this case, listed on the disc as well. And then the disc itself, there we go. Interesting. Let's make sure this is the right disc that's in there, because the disc says Rainbow Video Discs by Nihon Videos, and obviously this one says Sanrio Films. So each Laserdisc has a serial number on it, which corresponds to a serial number printed on the spine. So let's have LNK402. Oh no, yep, so it does match. Just interestingly doesn't say Sanrio Films anywhere on the disc. Okay, so that's cool. It's a good start, and it was something that I knew as well. So yes, potentially the first movie of the Unico series, the Unico the Unicorn. Okay, so what do we have next? Okay, so this is our next one. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell looking at the picture on the front. So I'm guessing these are the cast members of this particular one. Again, this may be a movie based on a series. These are very dusty. They've been in someone's storage for quite a while by the feel of them. So it's the front of the disc. Flip it over, and there's multiple screenshots on there. Again, blurb, cast, and crew. Anything inside this one? Oh yeah, so we do have some inserts in this one. So we have a lot of information and some concept drawing. Some information about the chapters on the disc on the back there. And then there's a sheet of, well, I guess these are postcards. They're not perforated or anything, so if you wanted to use them, you would have to cut them out. And yeah, some images that you can use as a postcard if you wanted to. And then anything else? And then the disc itself. This one does look like it's ripped. It's potentially just one-sided. It only says side one. Second side has a message on there. Probably tells you there's no material on that side of the disc. Normally with Laserdiscs, if you put them in the wrong way onto a side that hasn't got any recorded information on there, it just has a little still card that tells you that there isn't anything on this side of the disc. So yeah, as I said at the start of the video, there will be some information and some footage from each of the discs that I'll put in the video when I edit it to tell you a little bit about what this particular anime was. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. Alright, so it's another Unico. So this is potentially the second, or maybe this is the first Unico movie. It's either the first or the second one that was done. I don't know why I'm looking on the side like it's going to tell me in English. So I imagine this is potentially the same as the first one. So yes, nothing inside other than the disc itself. And just for a close-up, that's the front cover. And then flipping it over, again you've got a couple of screenshots and the blurb about the film and the voice cast on the back. So that's cool, that's both of the Unico movies that were released. What's next? Okay, so this is Sakura Wars Review. So, Taikoku Kagekidan. I'm presuming that's... So what they used to do with a lot of animes is they would release music videos or compilations with music from the anime itself with superimposed images or a compilation. This particular one is for the series Sakura Wars, which I have heard of but I've not actually seen myself. And it has a special performance, Hanagume special performance, the second, Wings, the 8th, 1998. So I'm guessing, having flip it over to the back, I'm guessing that there is some sort of performance on this one. So it's a double disc, gatefolded sleeve. Oh crikey, lots of stuff in here actually. Okay, right, so this looks like a full concert or musical, potentially based on, I don't know if I could fit all this in frame really. If you look through, you can see lots of screenshots of a potential concert and potentially the lyrics. And then on the back itself, it's got the 3 sides, and I'm guessing that's the titles of the pieces of music or songs that they are performing. And then there's a booklet as well, enclosed. Oh, so it folds open. Okay, and it has information about the composer, the stage director on one side. Again, a breakdown of the chapters on the other side. And then, okay, and inside it folds out into a large poster. I guess this was the cast of this particular musical. Okay, very interesting. And then disc-wise, so I won't take them out, but there's nothing else other than the 2 discs on each side of the gatefold. Okay, so that it's anime related. It may not be animated in itself, but it's I'm sure this will be interesting to capture a few clips of and have a watch through. Right, what's next? Okay. Okay, so we have disc 6 of Ultraman Diner. So I'm sure everyone is aware of Ultraman. I have covered him previously. He's a very famous superhero, shall we say, that battles Kaiju. and this is one of many Ultraman series that was released. This one is from 1998. So flipping it over, you can see some screenshots from the episodes, some information about the episodes that are on this double-sided disc, and then it's gatefold again, so opening it up. Okay, sweet. So I like the inside of this one. So it's got biographies of each of the bad guys, shall we say, that Ultraman will be facing in each of the episodes, and then quite some cool concept art on the other side of the gatefold. And then inside it, is there anything in here? So a disc on one side, a disc on the other. So no inserts, just what is printed on the gatefold, which makes sense in some ways. So yeah, I have some Ultra Q and Ultraman discs already. I don't have any of the Ultraman Diner series though. So this is disc 6, probably of about 15, so I shall have to try and track down the rest at some point. What else? I wish they were standing up, they're a bit more awkward to get out of the box when they're lying down. Okay, right, Tyler, the irresponsible captain. Okay, so this is a space-based anime series. I'm not fully aware of Tyler. I think I may have heard it in passing at some point, but I certainly haven't seen any of it. And so this may be a movie or an OVA. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm guessing there's a cast, and that is Tyler himself. And on the back you've got, again, the screenshots and the blurb information. What do we have inside this one? Anything in particular? So that's the disc. There's no real inserts in here. I do have a little advert for a CD and 12-inch record that was released, volume 10. So, like I was saying earlier, there was a big market for the music and sort of intro, outro songs in a lot of these animes. And they released pretty much all of the soundtrack series at some point in various forms. So yes, so Tyler. Again, it'd be interesting to watch through this because I have not seen it before myself. Okay, more Tyler. This is Tyler LV6. So I am guessing this is the 6th disc in the full series. So very similar to this one, however this one doesn't say a disc number or anything on it. So this is either the first one, as I said, or they did a OVA movie. That could be. And this one, images on the front, and flipping over to the back, you've got the screenshots as usual. And then inside, anything for us to look at? So, disc itself, and a little bit of paper. This one is volume 8. So there's a little bit of information about the soundtrack CD, volume 8, that was released. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to, fingers crossed, I mean, in one way it's interesting, in one way it isn't. Fingers crossed the rest of the volumes are in there, so you can have a full set. It won't be as interesting for variety, but it will be nice to have the full. Okay, yep, so Tyler LV2. So again, if the numbering system makes any sort of sense, this is like the second volume that was released, so the second part of the series. So on the back, Again, screenshots and information. And then inside, I'm guessing it's going to be the same as the other ones. So, disc in there, and orange this time. Volume 2 of the CD collection. So I don't know whether this is just an advert for it. It does seem to have some sort of coupon thing at the bottom there, so I don't know whether you sent away to claim the CD or sent this away and paid for it with us. Check or postal order, I'm not sure. So yeah, Tyler Volume 2. Next, let's try to get it from the box. Another Tyler, this one is LV5, so again, potentially Volume 5, yeah? And flipping it over, screenshots and blurb as per usual. And anyone want to take a guess what this might have inside it? Disc and green this time. Volume 7 of the CD soundtrack. Okay, right, there we go. So what have we got so far then? We've got the one that didn't have anything on it, which could either be the first one or an OVA, and then we've had 6, 5 and 2. So let me just rearrange this into some sort of order. 6, 5, 2. I'm going to stick that first one on the top. Make a presumption that's LV1 and 2 are proved different. Anything else in here? Any more Tyler? Yes. Tyler Volume 4. Okay, so this is going well in terms of full collection. Again, screenshots on the back and the blurb. And then inside, let's keep our fingers crossed, we've got another. What colour are we going for on this one? I'm predicting yellow. There's no insert, so either the insert has been lost at some point in time or it didn't come with one, but since the other ones had an insert, and I would suggest that there should have been one at one point, but unfortunately it has been lost or claimed. So yes, Tyler Volume 4. So getting there, we need number 3 in theory to have the full set. So fingers crossed for number 3, if this is in any particular order. Hey, here we go. Tyler Volume 3. It's got a Mecha on the front of this one. And then flipping it over, again, screenshots and blurb on the back. And will this have an insert in it? Let's find out. The disc, anything in it? There is, and it's yellow. What are the odds? So this is Volume 4. This one. There we go. It's a shame that that other one didn't have a little insert in there for the CD, but it's not a major problem. It'd just be fun to have every volume with their inserts in them. Okay, so put them. Right, so in theory then, it should be Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and then, if all is well, Volume 6, which is potentially the last volume. So that, if my predictions are correct, is the complete series, which is nice, unless the box springs a surprise at us, which I'm guessing we're just about to find out. Oh, okay. I can see from the back that this is another Tyler. Alright, so this is Tyler Volume 1 or LV1, so I was wrong on that first one. Maybe that first one is a OVA movie. So yeah, Tyler Volume 1. So that's 6 volumes, and then the mystery disc without an LV on it. Screenshots on back, and will this have the little CD insert? Let's find out. Going with purple. It's pink, and it does have it. Volume 1 of the soundtrack. There we go. Okay, so now my prediction is that there is no more Tyler in there, unless there was a disc released after LV6. So that's, I'm not going to show you them all again, I'll just put LV1 next to them, so they're all in some particular order. Okay, what do we have next? Sorry, I'm laughing to myself because, yeah, we have another Tyler disc. This is Tyler Memorial Edition. So, is this a soundtrack one? Maybe. I think it is. Yeah, it's got things like my favourite scenes, and so this is either some sort of compilation of scenes from the anime, accompanied by music from the anime, is my guess. On the OV, it's got a lot of adverts for CDs and soundtracks, so I'm guessing this is music related. What have we got inside? Oh, let's show you the sleeve first. So that's front, and then flip over to the back, you've got all the characters saluting us. And as you can see on the OV there, it's got information about the CD, music, and then at the bottom you've got all of the chapters, it says favourite scenes, etc. Inside, so this itself. Oh, okay, so it's not a little slip of paper this time, although there is a little slip inside as well. So I don't know what this is. It says O Meditia or Meditia, volume 22, and then there's a load of sea bream fish, which I'm guessing you cut these out and stick them on here and post it off. I mean, I would have to look into it to find out exactly what it is by doing some form of translation. But yeah, that again, that's probably to send off for a CD collection. And then the other thing that was in there is this large special. I'm not actually sure what this is. Again, I'll probably have to translate and find out what this is and put it on the screen. It looks like different screenshots of like a newsletter or something. I don't know whether they had a fan letter that got posted out. Don't know. I know that sometimes popular series will get some sort of fan issue that people can sign up for and get newsletters and stuff sent to them. So this may be shots of those. Again, I'll put on the screen what it is once I've had a look and tried to translate and decipher what's going on. But yeah, it's interesting anyway. And single disc on this one. So that goes back in. Right, I'm not going to tempt fate and say that's the last of Tyler, because I don't know now. I thought we'd maybe got everything we could title related, but it proved us wrong. So let's see what we get next. Single. Yes. So this is Tyler, the Irresponsible Captain, an exceptional episode. So again, I will tell you what this is once I've looked into it. And this is either special or a favourite episode. I don't know. An exceptional episode suggested it's either a special episode or the best episode of the series, or a best of. It might be like a short OVA that encompasses everything that happened in the series. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's just to have a look and tell you on screen what this is about. Again, front cover, flipping it over, not very interesting on the back, this one. And then anything inside, oh, there is. There's definitely something other than the disc itself. This one has an insert in it. Tyler Project presents Tyler, an exceptional episode. So, opening it up. Okay, so again we've got this sort of memorial collection, what looks like newspaper or newsletter scans. And then you've got your chapter listing down the side here. So yes, let's find out what this is about and put it on screen for you. That's got to be the last of the Tyler stuff. Surely they haven't released anything else. Okay. Oh no, this does look different. Sneak peek. This does look different. Oh, it's not. This is Tyler, and it's called an exceptional episode again. So again, I don't know whether is this another volume? Is this a second best of? Is this another series that they did, but just called an exceptional episode? You'll know by this point because I will have looked it up and put it on screen, but I'm still a little bit confused. But yeah. This is a lot of Tyler stuff, so whoever owned these was obviously a big fan of this series to have all of these discs. What's inside? Anything in particular? Disc itself. And okay, another insert this time, so no adverts for CD soundtracks. Unfortunately it's been folded slightly, let's put the disc back in. So if we go, it's like the cast sitting on a director's seat with clapperboards. Same picture from the previous disc on the side. Inside. Okay, so this one is just chapter listings and a little screenshot from what's going on in each of the chapters, and then the cast on the centre there. Okay, so well, I wasn't, to be fair, expecting lots of the same series. I was thinking these were going to be a little bit more random. I've got nothing against that. Obviously I have none of these, so it's always good to add these to the collection regardless, and it would be interesting to watch a few of these and see whether I get into this series anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to mention it. Just see what comes next. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely something completely different. Noel's Fantastic Trip. Okay, so this looks kind of kawaii, potentially an older movie. I'm saying it because I have no idea what this is. I like the animation style on it. flipping it over to the back, you can see the screenshots there, and there seems to be like a Beatles Yellow Submarine appearance in there. I don't know what that has to do with it. That'd be intriguing in itself. Yeah, what is Noel's Fantastic Trip? I am thoroughly intrigued by this. So that's the disc itself. Inside, oh, there is something. I don't know why they printed it. I don't know why they printed it on pink. It doesn't show up particularly well. There is some screenshots, and on the other side, I'm guessing that's the main voice actor, and probably some information about her. And then on the inside, it is. Wow, I mean, it might be a musical by the look of it, because inside it looks like there's lots of lyrics to songs. So I'm guessing that this is a musical film. I'm intrigued as to who this is directed and animated by. Right, okay, this is probably my potentially favourite one so far in terms of intrigue. I like a good old animated movie. This certainly ticks the boxes. It's got that old book smell to it, so it's obviously been stored for a while. A bit musky smell. Yes, so Noel's Fantastic Trip. Put something in the comments if you've ever seen or heard this one. It's probably the first one I'm going to watch through to see whatever's going on, because it looks rather random and looks like the type of thing that I would enjoy. Right, still more to come. Something heavy this time. Okay, so this is Mobile Suit Gundam 3, Place in the Encounter. So most of you have probably heard of Mobile Suit Gundam. It's a mecha war anime. Had multiple series, multiple movies, and this is obviously the third one, the third film. So on the back, you've literally got the cast and stuff. Inside, we've got chapter information with some screenshots, and then on the other side, stage map and history. I've got no idea. You've got a lot of cast and crew and animation on the bottom there. And then it's gatefold with 2 discs. Anything in them? Nothing inside ones. Nothing inside 3. So no inserts or anything on this one. Yes, so this is the third Mobile Suit Gundam film called Place in the Encounter. Interesting. I like the artwork on there. It's very cool artwork on the cover of them. Next, we're going down a Mobile Suit Gundam route now. Or is that just a one-off? No, we are. So this is Mobile Suit Gundam 2, the second film, Soldiers of Sorrow. Again, very cool looking artwork on the front cover there. Flip it over on the back. Same as the first disc, the third film. Inside, essentially the same. You've got screenshots and chapter information. And again, you've got this weird map and information about what's going on, and then the cast and staff involved on there. And then in theory, this should be like the other one. There's no inserts or anything in it. Doesn't slide on the table. Side 1, nothing in it. Side 3, nothing in it. Yep, so essentially the same, but again that's cool. So it's the second Mobile Suit Gundam film. Right, fingers crossed we got number 1 then. If we got Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh, this is something different. What is this? Okay, again, this is, I can't identify this by looking at. This says number 2 on it, so potentially volume 2 of whatever this is. Must be either an anime series or one of the music compilations from the series. What's inside? Anything in particular? Disc itself. Now, no inserts in this one, I'm afraid. So yes, again, I'll put on screen what this is after I've looked into it, because I'm not familiar with it. Some of you might be. Let me know in the comments if you're aware of what this is before I put it up on the screen. So it's volume 2 of whatever this may be. Oh. So this is volume 1 of the same thing. So again, is this music? Is this an OVA? Is this a movie? Is this a very short series? By this point you will know because I'll put it on the screen. Again, let's just have a quick look to see if there's anything inside. Disc. No insert on this one. So yeah, intrigued by this. The cover, I mean the covers are a bit bland. Doesn't really sell it to you by what's on there in the screenshots, but it might be fun, might be interesting. It's certainly worth looking into.